Ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome to another FM21 experiment. Today we are seeing what would happen if Superman was in Football Manager. Now, this is basically the ultimate player sort of experiment, but I want to do it slightly differently. I've seen multiple people where they've done experiments and they've kind of locked the stats at 20 and just seen how he got on, but I wanted to do it in a bit more of a way where it was kind of, I'd say, realistic. Superman being in Football Manager isn't realistic at all, but having a player that can fluctuate, it can get better, could get worse. He starts at 200 current ability. That's why most of his stats are 14, because it has to balance it out. And then a few stats are a little higher, so determination's 20, flair's 20, leadership's 18, natural fitness 20, bravery 17, with aggression being at 13, which is a little less. But he can play in any position on the pitch other than goalkeeper. He is both-footed. He's a wonder kid. He's very professional because he's Superman. And he's at the same height and weight as he should be in real life. I say real life. If on the Superman wiki or whatever it was, that was what he was. He's 15 years old in game, and he's playing for Philadelphia Union because that's the closest professional MLS team to where he started and came down to earth. He's American because that's his citizenship, obviously. Clark Kent, but you keep that under wraps. He is known as Superman. He is evasive and reserved in his media handling, as you'd expect for Superman. Doesn't want to be in the limelight as such, but he is there to help out. But it'll be interesting to see how his career develops. We'll go through all the way to his retirement and even see where he goes in management or whatever he does after that. But yeah, so we'll jump 5 years on, see what he's like at 20, where he's gone and how that's progressed. Okay, so no real surprise really. He has moved to PSG, playing for a club that is well known for snapping up wonder kids. Wow, that was a burp. Please ignore that. I do apologise. Very professional. Anyway, Superman getting 33 caps and 11 goals for the US of A. You can see his stats have actually declined slightly now, which, I mean, it's probably expected. He is 19, so maybe these will increase again as he comes forward in his career. But let's take a look at his history. So he was obviously at Philadelphia for a few years, so they managed to keep hold of him for a little while as he developed. Played phenomenally well, and then joined PSG for 28 million, which is a bargain really for such a versatile player. Hasn't really done much. I wonder where he's playing for the side. Is he in their first team? I can't really tell where what his is their best 11. Is he in that as of yet? Doesn't look like it. Oh, he is. He's up top. He's being played up. Is that actually his position where he's playing? I don't know, but it kind of suits him being at PSG, doesn't it? With the colours and everything. But milestones wise, any wins? Of course, he's won loads of stuff with PSG already. But also won the North American Cup, Nations League, was in the MLS All-Stars game and won that as well. So he looking very good, as expected. You would expect for Superman. It'll be interesting again to go another 5 years, see if his stats change any further, if there is any more development in that front with kind of his physicals and technicals, because they have all dropped slightly down to 13. But yeah, we'll jump ahead and take another look at 24, 25 years old. So another move has been made for Superman. He's off to Man City. He's made 88 caps now for the USA and scoring 18 goals. So I wonder where he's playing for them, because it doesn't look like he's doing much. I mean, he's obviously captain and the key player of the team, as you'd probably expect. He's playing centre-back. Okay, that's interesting. They're playing in the American team, they're playing him at centre-back, which, I mean, I guess makes sense with all the kind of attacking players they've got in the side that can probably perform quite well. So he's able to kind of fit in wherever they need him to because of his versatility there. So it makes sense. Yeah, well, fair play to the US for thinking of that. His stats, again, haven't changed too much. Heading's gone up a little bit, maybe because he's been playing at that centre-back position. Still got loads of flair. So I mean, that for a centre-back isn't great. But as we saw, he's moved to Man City on £400,000 a week. He is wanted as well by Barcelona, so another move could be on the cards. And he went for a free. Wow, PSG lost out there. Paid 28 million for him for 3 seasons and then lost him to Man City in the Premier League for free. That is not good stuff, really. Is he playing much for them, and what position is he playing for them in there? We can see there that he's obviously not, but maybe he'll be in their best 11. Let's take a quick look. It doesn't look like he is, so I'm not really sure. I mean, I'll have to go into his stats and I can probably find out that way as to details. So let's see. I mean, and I guess I might not be able to because of not actually having full details on him being at the club, but a good-looking player still, an elite centre-back seen as the media description. So he may be playing a bit more of a centre-back role for Man City rather than up front, which it seemed like he may have been for PSG, although the goal tally doesn't quite agree with that. So it looks like it could be centre-half is his new role. Leader personality, which is quite interesting to see his development and being classed as an elite centre-back. 24 years old, £99 million value. Wonder if Man City will bank in and get some money for him or how that progresses. So we will jump ahead another 5, get to 29, 30 years old and see where he's at then. So still at Manchester City, you can see he's hit over the century mark, 136 caps, 46 goals for the USA. We can see also that his mental stats seem to have definitely improved over time. Obviously, the later in stages in careers, often players do get mentally better and physicals obviously start to drop, which we can see has happened here, but he's still very well-rounded, as you'd probably expect. Incredible stuff, really. He's played 264 games for Manchester City now, scoring 52 goals. Not an amazing goal tally, but he must be being played at more of a defensive role in the side. We might actually be able to see kind of the positions he's playing. But milestones-wise, won loads of stuff. Obviously, with PSG, he won a bunch. And throughout the years, he's won loads of stuff with Man City, which is no real surprise. Awards, he's named in European Champions Cup Dream Team, season best 11. Where's he played? So yeah, it looks like he might be being played at centre-back for the team. But look at this stuff. It's incredible, really. He looks like he got put at left back in that team at World Cup 11. But, I mean, getting in the World Cup 11, 5 goals, 7 appearances. I mean, some of the stats that he's coming out with is just incredible. But as you'd expect for Superman. But we'll jump another 5, see where he's at in the kind of, if he is winding down or if that 20 natural fitness will keep him going. He is a legendary centre-back, so hopefully he stays on for a little longer. Alright, so it does look like he has enjoyed himself in Manchester. He's stuck around all these years. It's around 14 years, I think, now that he's been there. Most interesting is his strength has dropped massively. Natural fitness is obviously 20 and it's going to be the whole time. But his other stats around his physicals aren't too bad still at 34 years of age. I mean, if you've got a 34-year-old with those stats, I'd be very, very happy, especially with the other stats he's got. His versatility and technically. Free kick taking's gone up, which is quite impressive. He's obviously a bit more of a set-piece specialist maybe now, even though his corners are awful. But he's got great anticipation, bravery, concentration, determination, leadership is obviously great as well. 19 for that. He is captain of the United States. I'd assume he still probably would be. But he's captain of Man City as well. And you can see he looks like he's being played at right back now. Maybe pushed out wide. So they want the leadership in the side, but not necessarily forefront and centre. And they're better centre halves to be playing them, which makes sense. He is still that sort of player. But with that said, going into the United States, it looks like he may have retired, as you'd probably expect at this stage of his career. 34 years old, probably not interested in playing anymore for the United States. 140 caps though, so he's done very, very well. £450,000. He's been around a long, long time now. So it'll be interesting to see how his career kind of ends. We'll jump 5 years, see what if he does stick around. We'll take another look. If he doesn't, we'll just see where he's at and have a little overview of his whole career. So we can see he has had a couple of management roles. Nothing at this stage, he isn't in management currently, and he is studying for a Continental C license now, and his reputation has increased, which is good to see. Continues to sit back and protect the lead when he has it, but we can see here that he was Inter Miami manager and Portland manager for some time. Can we see? So he joined as Miami manager in 2047, and then was sacked a year later, and then the same thing happened at Portland. A year later he was hired, and then he was sacked a year later after that. So he hasn't had the best time in management. Doesn't look like it's gonna be really his cup of tea, but he's done very well in getting a few more continental licenses and getting some coaching courses done and getting some coaching badges. Maybe he'll start to develop as a bit more of a coach than an actual manager, but with that, we will leave it there for now. I hope you did enjoy. Like, subscribe, and all that good stuff. And I will catch you next time.